What's up, YouTube? It is Logan Bricks, and today I'm bringing at you a update on my Battle of Jabiim mock. Now, during my update video last time, being the channel update, I had a bit of an issue with my tripod to where my camera was slanted a little bit. I think it's corrected now, but if it's a bit slanted once I upload it to YouTube, I am sorry about that. I am going to continue to try to correct it in the future. My tripod stand is a little bit bent, and I'm not sure why. It must have bent when I first made that first review, and I'm really not sure why, but it's a little bit bent. It's not like it's not even or anything, it's just bent, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna fix it. But anyway, hopefully this video is not as bent as that. But I am coming at you now with my update, my very first update on Jabiim. Now, Jabiim has been a kind of very interesting project so far. I have a bit of foundation laid out for how the mock is going to turn out in the end. Basically, there's only one reference picture I'm able to use of Cobalt Station in the comics, and basically I'm going to go and walk you through each of the parts inside of the reference image that I'm using and with the actual mock itself. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started over here with this little thing right here. So this is the first thing I built. This is a turret, and I'm only going to be using one because I only have pieces, enough pieces to only make one. But this is the turret design that I'm going to be using. In the reference picture that I will be showing you, basically this is the turret that I was shown in there, and it's pretty accurate. It's based off of the Hoth turrets that you'll see in a lot of the Hoth sets, and of course in the movies, the Hoth turrets they have around each of the trenches. It looks very similar to that, except it's gray, and it turned out great. I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. It really kind of does look like the one that they have in the reference picture. It turned out great, and I'm really happy. This was the first thing that I built just for fun, and it's going to be my final design. I'm not going to change it in any way. It's just great. Anyway, but as far as the mock itself, this is basically what I've been working on. So it's a little bit done. I've been very busy lately, but I've been planning it out. So let's go ahead and get started. So basically, this is the size of the mock that I'm actually going to be doing. It's going to be 3 gray base plates wide. I originally was only going to do it by dimensions of 2, but now it's turned into dimensions of 3 in terms of the base plates. And the reason why is because the base is actually much longer than I thought it would. In the reference picture, it has many things, and I'm really not sure of what they are. But basically, the color scheme that I'm going to be using will be this dark gray, this light gray, and then this kind of, dark sand color. I forget what it's called, but it's, you guys know what that color is. Anyway, but basically, I'm going to be using that in a combination of gray, that, and dark gray, dark bluish gray, that is, and then the new light gray. Basically, it'll become this kind of weird color. It'll turn out great, though. The color that it is used inside of Cobalt Station in the actual comic books is more closer to this color, but I think it'll turn out nice if I both use gray and this color. But anyway, as far as the reference picture goes, over here, I'm not really sure what it is. You can't see this part inside of the reference picture, but I assume that there's some sort of entrance there for vehicles to come in, which is what this is going to be. Back over here, this is again going to be entrances to where buildings will come in. There'll be another divider here, by the way. This is just not permanent in any way. It's just the kind of foundation for it. But as you can see, there'll be slope dividers. There'll be one here and then another one here. That'll divide each of the 3 doors. At least I assume they're doors. You really can't tell in the reference picture. But basically, it'll be the 3 doors that are there. So you can continue to go over here, and there's a little bit of a flat section over here, and I'm really not sure what that is. Again, the reference picture doesn't really give it much justice, so I'm really not sure what this is. I'm pretty sure it's just a wall, though, so it'll be just a wall. And then over here, there's like a shield generator, which I'm really not sure how to build. Basically, a shield generator is curved. It'll be very large curves around here. It's similar to the Hoth shield generator. So basically, it'll look like that, a very round, and then these dark grays will go up and up and up. But yeah, that's basically the foundation. As far as the actual ground, I'm going to be using this just regular brown. It'll basically be 3 studs tall, being the normal height of a brick in certain areas, and then it'll be flat in other areas. So for example, right here. But basically, what this is going to allow me to do is to kind of make it so that the mud sinks into the mock itself, which will look really great. There's going to be a lot of differences in the terrain level, because Jabiim is a very muddy planet, so I want it to make it kind of look like mud, like realistic mud, where you don't ever see just mud completely flat. Mud is round and curved. It's going to be very, very messy looking, and that is the goal. One thing I didn't really say inside of the channel update video is that this will be a battle scene. So when Alto Stratus attacks Cobalt Station. That is when this is going to be. So there will be clones on the outside fighting, that sort of thing. As far as the inside of the base, in case you guys cannot tell, this is not that large of a base. This is because I'm basically only doing half of the base itself. So right here, it'll just be straight cut. There'll be a straight cut right there, and you're going to be able to see the inside from there, and it won't be modular because you'll be able to see the inside from each of like the points here. So basically, it'll kind of not be modular, but you will be able to still see the inside of it. As far as over here, though, there is one complication that I've had. So this MOC truly needs to be 9 gray base plates wide if I wanted to do the entire MOC. But over here is where one of the towers will be. And this is the only place where I can keep one of the towers will be right here. There's supposed to be another tower kind of like out here. And there's supposed to be another tower kind of out here. But I won't be able to do that because basically I just don't have enough space. So I'm going to be making it 3 gray base plates wide. And that'll limit where I can only place a turret. So the only turret that'll be able to fit in the MOC will be right there. Anyway, one thing I also didn't mention inside the channel update is that this is Star Wars Legends material. So it is not official canon of Star Wars. But it is Legends material, and it's a great story. The entire story of Jabiim revolves around Anakin actually kind of turning towards the dark side. He first uses his Force choke in this comic, and that's very important in terms of Legends material. But basically, that is all I have for you guys. Again, please leave a like, subscribe, and also do not forget to leave a comment. I want to see your guys' comments on this. So please, please do all of those things, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!